Hello, before the video begins, I just want to apologize for the long wait. A couple of games have grabbed my attention as well as other stuff in life, but everything is fine now. I'll be back to uploading, and to apologize, the 3-part series is nearly complete with my guide to save the world. I'll be releasing it daily, so I believe the first part is going to be released now when this video is up. Tomorrow will be the second, and then the next day will be the third. With that being said, enjoy the video. Hi, welcome back, it's Ghost or Ghosty, and before I get into the video, I do want to announce that we have a Discord channel, finally. Now, the link for that will be in the description. I really suggest you go in if you're trying to look for more people to play Save the World, or just other people to play other video games such as Minecraft, Dead by Daylight, Fortnite, Battle Royale, even Save the World, and so much more things. Now, going into the video, for this one, this is going to be part of a 3-part series where I talk about Save the World, specifically for beginners who are overwhelmed or don't really know what you're doing, which honestly it's okay. How I'm going to do this video is that I'm going to follow the tabs up here going from left to right. Now, the quest tab, specifically for me, because I'm in Twine Peaks, is gonna look a little bit different. You'll have missions on the side here, but with that being said, we'll get into the video. Now, for the first category, I want to talk about quest. Over here is where you're gonna see your main quest for the quest line. The quest over here, or would be here, is how you progress throughout the game to unlock the armory and other upgrades. Now, these ones down here, you have Brawl of the Wilds, Survive the Horde, ER, and Ventures. These are all side quests that are optional. As of right now making this video, Brawl of the Wild is the temporary event along with Survive the Horde, but Yar as well as Yar. Ventures is another one we'll get into a little bit later. Now if we go into the quest log, over here you'll see a bunch of tabs. These are basically just little side quests or your daily quest and other stuff you could do. Now these do give you additional rewards. For example, my main quest right now is Time for Twine, and it gives me 200 gold. For everybody, you'll have daily quests. Now these daily quests come after every item restart. Item reset. God damn. Item shop refresh. There we go. Now, for right now, it's 8 p.m. Eastern time for me. When daylight saving time starts again, it's gonna go down to 7 p.m. But for Founders people, you'll notice that you'll get V-Bucks along with the tickets. For people that are now getting into Save the World, whether you bought a starter pack or you're playing it for free, you'll only get the llama tickets. You won't be able to get V-Bucks if you didn't buy the Founders editions. Now everything else here is just either events or adventures or hero quest and side quest. Now I don't know if you guys have hero quest for the free to play version, but these will give you bonus heroes if you do the quest up top. Going into the map, now you'll see on your screen that a lot of these have a lock on it, and that's perfectly normal. I only have everything unlocked because I'm in Twine Peaks, which is pretty much endgame for Save the World. You have your first part, which is Stonewood, where you're going to be starting off, and then you'll get over to Plankerton, then you'll get over to Canny, and then finally Twine Peaks. This is Ventures, and this is Survive the Horde. Now before I get into the main campaign, Ventures is a limited time, not really limited time mode. It's basically a second campaign where you start new, you don't have any weapons or anything that you carried from the main campaign, and you do missions like normal. The only difference is with this one, you have a level up system. Now this system does reset, I believe, every couple of months, so it does wipe. Think of it as like Rust servers, but you do get some really worth it rewards such as vouchers, which I'll get into in another video. So right here you have your home base, which is where you go in to do your defense missions or endurance, and then you have all your missions. Now you have different kinds of missions. You have your defense missions such as Fight the Storm or Ride the Lightning. You have your elimination missions such as eliminate and collect and destroy the encampments. And then you just have other bonus missions such as resupply and rescue the survivors. Of course, there's more missions as you go into the different zones, but these are the main ones you're going to see throughout your time in Save the World. Going into the command slot, now you have your heroes, your survivors, your gadgets, profile, collection book, and defenders. These will be in my second part of my guide, but I'll go over them really briefly. Heroes, you can manage your heroes such as your leveling up and see what abilities and stats they have. You have your hero loadout where, yeah, I'll save that for another video. And then you have expeditions. Now I'm pretty sure you don't unlock expeditions till later on, but this is a way where you can send out your heroes to get resources for you, such as the ones over here. So example, if I do this one, it'll give me wood, this one will give me brick, this one will give me crafting supplies, and then much more. In gadgets, now from what I understand, back then you had to use tokens to pick which gadget you wanted to level up, but now gadgets level up automatically as you level up your profile XP. I'm not going to go over every gadget here, but these are just some of the ones that you could pick. You can only pick up to 2 in your hero layout, so choose which ones you want to favorite. I personally use hover turret, which over time you end up getting 2 turrets that do damage, as well as adrenaline rush that heals you on the spot. Now these 5 over here, your backpack, your building health, pickaxe upgrade, and storm shield vault, all of these are a part of your main upgrades. These are not gadgets, these are the upgrades that stay with you as you go and save the world. In the profile tab, you'll see you'll have boosters and teammate boosters. This is just to see your teammate's power level and see if they're boosting you or not. Now this level is the one that gives you your upgrades for Save the World. This is a different leveling system to your Battle Royale system. This does not correspond with it. This is purely for Save the World. The collection book is essentially a collection book where you can see all your heroes, maybe heroes you want to look at. For example, if you want to look at soldiers, maybe you want to look at outlanders. These are some of the base game ones that you could look for. They got campaign outlanders, so these ones you eventually get in the campaign or doing those hero quests that I mentioned. And of course you have all of these other tabs. So you have event people. Let's say you wanted to look for the anniversary heroes, you have them over here. Let's say you wanted to look for a specific weapon, let's say holiday weapons, and you wanted to get something out of here, you could always go. Now for some weapons, you could research the schematic for a voucher. I repeat, do not use your vouchers. I'm pretty sure whoever registered for Save the World early or others who just have them sitting in their inventory, do not use these vouchers. This is a one-time use, and the only way you get them again is by playing ventures in very high levels. In short, these are really rare and you'll barely see them, but these essentially get you the schematic for free. Now other schematics you'll be able to, let me find an example. You'll be able to research or recruit, which only cost flux and training manuals. These ones are okay to buy as long as you know which ones are your favorite. These cost nothing. Legendary flux you could get either in the shop or doing missions or in the campaign story. Going into Defenders tab, you'll see that you have a row of oh my. Defenders, gosh, I'm messing up a lot, where these are essentially substitutes if you're playing a mission. Now before, you had defender pads where you would place a defender and pick which weapon you wanted them to use, but they reworked it to where if you're playing a mission solo, to substitute for your teammates being 3 people, you get to choose up to 3 defenders to hold their place. Going into the Armory tab, you have schematics, your backpack, storage, resources, and research. Now I'm gonna make a separate video on these going towards the guide, but to run it down, schematics are where you can see all your weapons and melees and traps, and you can also sort them to the tab. So these are all of my range weapons, these are all of my melees, and these are all of my traps. These specifically traps I will get into another video because these are, in my opinion, one of the most complex things in this game. Going into your backpack, it's simply your backpack that you look at during your mission. Now, same way how if you were in a mission, you could be able to craft schematics and you could craft ammo, the same way how if you were in one. Your storage now, this is different from your backpack. Your backpack is what you carry with you while you're on missions. Your storage is everything you could store when you're off missions. For example, I have some 130s that people have given me when I used to stream. I have extra building material for my storm-based defenses and much more. Now, me personally, I don't really use my storage unless I have stuff, for example, different ores or weapons that I want to preserve, but since they changed it when Save the World came out for free, you can no longer gift weapons, so essentially, I mean, The only reason why you would really want to hold on to this is if your backpack is really low on inventory and you want to stuff a couple of resources in here. That's honestly that's really your only option. Now the research tab, this also has been reworked to where before you were able to play matches and gain research points to put into passive perks as you play. Now whenever you go into your research tab, you'll pick up weapons throughout your missions. Now out of the weapons that you pick up, one of those weapons, it could be a melee, a range, or a trap, you'll be able to research it and turn it into schematic. So for example, during my time in Canny, I picked up some of these healing pads and the obsidian thumper. These were things that I picked up that I turned into schematics, and now I could craft. Your locker, again, is just your normal locker from Battle Royale. Now you can use your skins from Battle Royale to play Save the World. You're not locked into whoever you pick in your hero loadout, though you could always switch over to your hero that your loadout has. In the exchange tab, you'll see, hold on. Oh, he's not gonna talk this time, cool. Oh, there it is. This is essentially your shop for Save the World, where these are your upgrade llamas. Now, these llamas change every item shop reset. Sorry, I should probably stop doing that. But as you can see the containing following items, so it shows you what you're gonna get, as well as it shows you the price with your llama tickets. These are the only use for your llama tickets. Now you could get people llama, you could get event llamas, upgrade llamas. As you can see on the right, the items switch rarities as you look at it. This is pretty much one of your only ways I gotta stop doing that. This is pretty much one of your only ways of getting people and different schematics, besides getting them from the collection book, which honestly is really expensive and really costly unless you know what you're getting. Now you can't really see the tabs up here because of the background, but if you open up the middle tab, these are your event llamas. Now these llamas switch out and they have an unlimited amount, as you can see, which you'll need the event tickets. Now again, the event tickets you could get from doing your daily quests, not your daily quests, my bad. From either doing events where you could get tickets, or you'll get them from doing specific missions in the map. For example, in Stonewood, this one, Fight the Storm Category 9, will give you 50 tickets and so on. I did forget to mention this, every item shop reset, you see how they have little clocks and symbols over their missions. These will change after every refresh, where these are limited time rewards. For example, these don't look like a lot because it's Stonewood, but if I were to go to, let's say, Canny, as you see, the map is so much bigger. This one, for example, gives me a rare lead survivor. This one gives me another survivor. See, this one gives me an epic hero. The higher you get into the campaign, the more better rewards you're gonna get. Now, again, you can't really see the tab, but this is essentially your item shop for Save the World. Now, on the event side, you have heroes and schematics and so much things, honestly, that you could buy here. These last a good couple of months until the season, not Battle Royale season, until the Fortnite Venture season is over. Right now, as of recording this video, it's in the spring season, and it'll change. I believe the next one is summer, where they'll change out the heroes. On the right side, you'll have weekly items, which you can see how long they're gonna last up here. These are your items that you could buy with your gold bars. Now the gold bars you get from just playing the game. And as you can see, you could get resources, you could get the flux that you need out of the collection book, and you could get so much more things that are honestly useful. And then finally, the shop, again, the regular item shop, V-Bucks, regular V-Bucks, and that's really it. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna try and shorten it as much as I can. That was the menu navigation. My next video should be going into heroes and schematics, I believe. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Please join the Discord or give it a shot, and I hope you have a good day.